What's up, BP Squad? It's Spence Crosby back with another video. Today, guys, I want to take you through a deep stretch routine, focusing on our lower back, glutes, and hamstrings. This is a 15-minute routine that will be ran like this. The first 5 minutes, we're going to focus on lower back. The next 5 minutes, we're going to focus on glutes. And then the final 5 minutes, we're going to focus on hamstrings. We're going to spend 45 seconds in each position. This routine is for you guys if you sit at home a lot, or maybe you don't stretch your lower body like you should. Follow along. We're going to go ahead and get ready to start. The first pose we're gonna jump into, guys, is gonna be a resting squat position. Man, this is like an underrated pose. So you're gonna get as deep as your body allows. Starting off a little early. We got a couple of seconds, guys. So right here, you wanna make sure you keep your back straight. Try not to hunch over like this. Just 3 to 5 minutes a day in this pose, guys, just improves your overall quality of life. Just feel that stretch, guys. Feel free to move around a little bit. Control your breathing. Taking in that good prana. Just ease into the stretch, guys. We got about 6 seconds left. All right, guys, now we're moving on to a resting squat with a twist. So now we're gonna be taking our spine through some good movement, okay? So just spending about 10 seconds, 10 and 15 seconds. And you feel free to just go ahead and switch with me. Go at your own pace. Remember, we got 45 seconds. I just felt the crack, so that's good. Don't hold your breath, guys. Make sure you breathe through it. All right, guys, we're moving on now. We have a cat-cow pose. So we're on all fours. And what we're gonna do, guys, is inhale right here, and then exhale. Feel that stretch. Inhale. And exhale up. Inhale. Feel that stretch. And exhale. Let's get 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. All right, guys, now we're gonna be lying on our backs. We have a lying spinal twist. Sounds bad, doesn't it? Spinal twist, but we're gonna go ahead and lay in this position. What we're gonna do, have one leg, have it across. Try to keep your torso straight. Ease into this stretch, guys. Just ease into it. Try to relax. Now, if you bend the leg that's across, that takes a little bit of the load off of your back. If you feel like you want a bigger stretch, go ahead and extend that leg, but relax. Just fall into the pose, just melt here. Controlling your breathing. Making that switch, guys, to the other side. Don't fall asleep on me now, because this is easy. Control your breathing. Feel that stretch even along your glutes just a little bit. Almost there. All right, guys, now we have a lying figure 4 stretch. So now we're moving on to our glutes. So with this one, guys, you can play with it. So the more you bring this leg right here that I'm touching towards me, and I push this knee, the bigger the stretch you're gonna feel on your glutes and your piriformis, okay? Keep that in mind. But the biggest thing is, guys, you wanna make sure you ease into the stretch. Don't force it, just ease into it, because you won't get more flexible if you feel your body's gonna like, oh, I'm stressed because your breathing is off. So you wanna ease into it. You want your body to be like, you know what, this is an easy position, I can get into this, okay? So you don't wanna hold your breath, just breathe through. Go ahead and make that switch to the other side. Also keep in mind as you do this, if you feel like that knee is bothering you a little bit, push on it very gently, okay? A gentle push goes a long way, but what brings you even closer is just breathing through. Stay with me, guys. Almost there. Great job, guys. Now we have a pigeon pose. So putting a little bit more stress on our glutes and the piriformis muscle. So the more I square myself, the bigger the load I place on my glutes, okay? So squaring myself like this, and then also that front leg, if I bring my foot closer to my body, I take some of the tension off or that load off my glutes, okay? So keep that in mind, just modify it accordingly. You can kind of ease into the pose like this too. Make it a bit more challenging. We got about 10 seconds. Okay, guys, we're making that switch to the other side. You're gonna find a side tighter than the other, and that's perfectly normal. So for me, my left side is a little bit more flexible than my right. I'm gonna get deeper in this position a lot earlier versus my right side. But again, guys, it's not a matter of forcing the position, it's a matter of just controlling your breathing. There's no point in being in a stretching position that hurts you. You want a little bit of tension, but you want to breathe through that tension. Control your breath, guys. All right, now we're moving on to the butterfly pose. So this is our last position for our glutes. Then we're gonna move on to the hamstrings. Try to keep your torso nice and straight. If you're right here, that's normal. what you want to do is just ease into the position, and as you feel a little bit more relaxed, go ahead and let those knees collapse down more and more. And if you feel like you're bending like this just to get more of a bigger stretch, that's normal too. Just figure out what works best for you. All right, guys, we're moving on to our hamstrings. We have a seated forward fold. Find that position that works best. Again, if you're right here, that's fine. You know, just ease into it as much as possible. And the thing is, when we stretch out our hamstrings, we're gonna be getting a stretch in our lower back as well. So it's a win-win situation. Find that position that works best, guys. We got about 12 seconds. Go ahead and go as deep as you can. Controlling your breath. All right, guys, now we're gonna be lying on our backs. Lying hamstring stretch right here. So with this stretch, guys, you're gonna keep that working leg nice and straight. And the more you have it closer towards your face, the harder it is. So keep that in mind. And if I use my hand to bring my toes towards me, I also feel a bigger stretch in my hamstrings. So play with the movement. Breathe through. All right, guys, making that switch to the other side. Breathe through. Again, don't force it. Just my left side in general feels more flexible, so I don't know what it is. You're gonna also feel that stretch, maybe along your calves a little bit, the tendons behind your knees. Okay, so now we're moving on to my favorite stretch, and that's the straddle side bend stretch. We're gonna be stretching out our hamstrings again, but also our back. So again, go as comfortable as you can, comfortably as you can in the pose. If you're right here, that's fine. What I like to do is try to turn my torso out or in. And you feel that stretch along your quadratus laborum, your lower back muscles. Great job, guys. All right, switching to the other side now. Try to really open up Breathe through, guys. Just hold it, guys. Remember, this is a deep stretch routine. We're not doing this for 20, 30 seconds. We're going 45 seconds. So really alleviating that tightness. You should sleep perfectly fine after this. Whew. Wow. Body feels great. So, like I said, guys, deep stretching is absolutely necessary. Maybe a couple of times out of the week to really alleviation of tightness. You know, a lot of times we accumulate so much tightness and we feel rigid, guys. So that's not normal. If you sit a lot, even if you train and you lift in heavy weights, you're not really exploring movement, you're gonna get very tight. So keep that in mind. Doing this routine a couple of times throughout the week will improve your overall athletic performance and just movement quality. Who doesn't want to move better? Age gracefully, guys. Don't let society have you thinking that when you age, you're gonna be tight, your joints are just gonna go out of whack. That's not what necessarily happens. What happens is we stop moving. So guys, move and explore your body. Incorporate this routine along with my other stretch routines to again have an overall better quality of life. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash that like button. Most importantly, make sure I properly subscribed. I'll see you guys next video. Peace and love as always. And Nashe. Boom. We out, baby.